Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your race day update for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. We are live from the Magnolia Motor Speedway here in beautiful Columbus, Mississippi. Travis Scott, Joshua Joyner alongside. Joshua, the sun is out. And I think we're finally going to get to see a race tonight.
I don't want to jinx it, but I do feel good about today. Unfortunately, we lost last night.
Yeah.
Some late afternoon showers, but the weather report's looking good for the rest of today. And right now, it's barely a cloud in the sky. That's why I got my sun hat on, because I was getting roasted earlier. It's exciting. The Governor's Cup, Magnolia Motor Speedway, Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series is going to be a big night of racing tonight.
This will be round number 2 of our 2023 season. How cool to come to Magnolia and be part of the Governor's Cup, a racetrack that's known for the Governor's Cup, the cotton picking, some of the big races they have here, the Clash at the Mag. We get to sanction the Governor's Cup.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This was one whenever we came out with the series and was putting our schedule together, I really wanted to race here. To me, Magnolia's always been a big race track, right? They have a great local show here, but you think of Magnolia, you think of those bigger races. And those who know the history of this track, the Governor's Cup was actually the first event ever held at Magnolia back in 2004, I believe. It was actually here for that race. My brother Jonathan ran in it. He didn't make the show, but it was still pretty cool for our family to come be a part of the first ever race here in the inaugural Governor's Cup. Rodney Wing, I believe, won that race. What I'm excited about is that we get to be a part of kind of bringing it back. Like you mentioned, the Clash at the Mag and the cotton picking have kind of, taken, they've grown, whereas the Governor's Cup had kind of done some transitioning, and now we're helping to bring it back and make it a big deal here in the 20th anniversary of it.
Yeah, first time in a few years, actually, that super late models have been on the card for the Governor's Cup, so we're excited about that. 10,000 win program tonight. You mentioned our 5,000 win show rained out last night. One thing about Magnolia is it's known to be one of the best racetracks in the area, partly because the man behind us, just over my shoulder, Johnny Stokes, is on the tractor. When he's not been on the racetrack today, he's been in the pits, pulling haulers out where it was raining so hard.
It's a little soft in the pits right now.
Yeah, he's had to pull quite a few out. This racetrack known to be one of the more racy in the area. Yeah,
this is, like I said, one of my favorite racetracks, really in the country for me, but definitely in the Southeast. Typically, you're going to see it slick over and get that black ice that it's known for. I don't know if we'll see that tonight because of the amount of rain we've had. I think the track will be good. It's definitely going to be fast and hammer down, I think, early. I know Johnny's been working on it, so I think it's going to be a good track. But it'll be interesting. I think a lot of drivers are interested to see how it plays out and what they're going to be racing on tonight.
All right, so it's been over a month since we were at Alltech. Ricky Thornton Jr. from 14th starting position to win 20,000 at Alltech a little over a month ago down in Florida. We come out of there, Will Harrington leading the points. We've got a great points battle shaping up for tonight.
So one thing that we're doing with our series, which is similar to what the national tours are doing, is we went ahead and had our guys, or are having them commit to the series early, so we know that that who's in the points chase, right? And like you said, it came out after Alltech. Honestly, the points was the guys in the top 5 in points was kind of who I thought going into this would be our contenders, right, for the championship. You said Will Harrington, Joseph Joyner second, Peyton Freeman, Dalton Cook, and Josh Putnam. And a shout out to Trey Mills, the teenager, is a rookie, leading the rookie and is 6th in the standings. But I think that is a great, to me, if you tried to say that the top regional guys in the Southeast, I think that's most of them right there. And to have them on the series and looking to compete for our title this year is, I think, gonna be make for a really great year and really gonna be interesting to watch.
So we've got about 18 or 20 guys here that have already said, hey, we intend to follow the tour this year, but a few more guys in the pit area that are here tonight that may be thinking about it.
So that's one thing with that deal, the series regular deal, they have to commit by the end of tonight. So after tonight, the guys have to, if they're intending on competing for our championship, they have to let us know, and they get that 100-point bonus to put them in the mix in the title. Do we say who? So Ashton Winger here, he drove down from Illinois. It's coming down and compete with us this weekend. He's considering it. He said he's gonna make a decision tonight. Of course, we're headed to his home state next week for Swainsboro and Sonoa, and then Tyler Clem is considering running for the Floridian. So be interesting to see what those guys decide. Either way, we've got a great group of guys, especially for a regional tour, that are competing for our $20,000 championship at the end of the year.
And we take a month off, and the next week we get back going and kind of into the meat of our season with the Georgia Swing next week. So tonight's race also also a co-sanctioned race with the Mississippi State Championship Challenge Series. So we've got a lot of local Mississippi guys that are here that are going to be a threat to win.
Absolutely, yeah. The Mississippi State Series is a really competitive regional tour. You look at the Rickmans, Brian and Rick Rickman, Neil Baggett, Morgan Bagley's been running their stuff also on the Comp Cams Tour. Kyle Beard, same thing, been running the State Series also on the Comp Cams Tour. You really have a good field. The Carpenters on the State Series. So you really have a good mix between our series, the State Series, and then some of the Comp Cams guys coming over. Like I said, Beard and Bagley. You also got Stuckey. I believe one of the Stuckeys is here. I don't think both of them made it, but it's pretty cool, good mix of the regional guys. And then we also have some of those national guys that have joined us. Talking about Shane Clanton's here, the Scott brothers, Stormy and Johnny Scott, and then of course we mentioned Ashton Winger, who it'd be great if he'd come run our series. That'd be cool. I think he'd add a lot to that mix, but I still see him as a national guy in a lot of instances.
All right, so if you're watching this at home, you still have plenty of time to get out. Magnolia Motor Speedway, Columbus, Mississippi. On-track action set to start tonight about 7 o'clock. Yep. I don't believe we're going to have any weather issues forecast.
Fingers crossed, but it's looking pretty good. And of course, we want you here if you can make it to support the event, support the staff and the track for putting this event on. But if you can't, tune in on huntthefront.tv for the live stream.
And follow us all night on our social media platforms. We'll do our best to keep you updated. If you're not here or if you're not watching, we'd love to have you. We'll see you tonight. Racing action starts at 7 o'clock.